How's it going, YouTube? We're talking about slow purple today. I think this deck is quickly moving up on people's opinions and in the rankings and the tier lists and whatever you want to call it. And today we're joined by Teppen, ranked grinder, streamer, and qualifier for this month's Top 32 event. ChrisD, I'm real glad to have you here.
Thanks. Glad to be a part of this. This is pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and I think a lot of people are excited about this deck too. It's been showing up on Twitter a lot. I think we've all both been seeing, a lot of these like Japanese player posting up like crazy ranked points with a lot of different variations of this deck as well.
Yes, sir. It's definitely gotten popular over time, especially after the whole big rotation. Now that purple is mostly safe to play out units, you're seeing a lot of these 3 costs popping back up into the meta and kind of carrying a lot of matches on top of some really strong units in the high end, and of course classic purple actions.
Yeah, absolutely. And the deck we're actually looking at today is going to be Mori's deck, because I believe you want to keep a little things hush hush since you're prepping for the tournament, and I don't know when this video is going to go up.
That's fine.
So I guess some general things about the deck is like, what is the kind of game plan that you're kind of looking forward with playing this deck?
So slow purple is a very interesting archetype. There's no other deck in the game quite like it, where you are looking for a very specific opener, trying to get at least one of your slow units out right away at the start. Of course, with the inclusion of Mori Motonari unit, you can get 2 3 costs out at the same time, and he will also give them the slow effect automatically, which is
Right.
kind of necessary for both Otani and Blue Cyclops, but might as well, right? If you can get 3 units out for the price of 1, you might as well go for that. And there's a lot of good actions to support this archetype as well from the expansion way back when these guys first came out.
Yeah, of course, like a pretty awesome. Okay, so we're kind of looking for some slow units to start off with, which kind of leads into my other question, which is what are we kind of looking for in opening hands? Because last time I asked that after starting the first match, I feel like I should ask it before this time.
Yeah, I mean, the most popular opener for a deck like this will be Mori. If you do not find Mori, there is no reason to panic. If you have at least a solid couple of 3 costs, mainly Otani is going to be the #1 guy you're looking for, and especially when you're playing Mori out, you want to try and pull Otani ASAP. But if you don't have Otani, again, don't panic. You can get some Blue Cyclops out there because it's flying, get some good damage in, and Kenshin, which can also halt other units on the board whenever it's hitting a hero, as well as give more attack damage to the other units that you might be placing on the board. Pretty much the idea is to get those 3 costs out, and then you can start buffing them up as soon as you can.
Okay, awesome. Let's I got a few more questions, but we'll go through them as we get in some matches.
Sure.
Okay, we got lightning legs. Okay, so we got a slow unit. I'll go ahead and keep that one.
Yeah, we also have we have legendary Dante Mesa Moon, which is not that bad. He can be a risk against green, but you do have access to a negate in case they do instantly try to seal him. So you do want to build up closer to, let's say, 10.
Okay.
Play out Mesa Moon and then Cyclops at the same time, and then if they try to seal, you'll have some MP left over for a negate.
Perfect. And kind of speaking on that matchup point, what would you think of as kind of good and bad matchups for this deck?
There are a lot of great matchups for this deck right now. It's really hard for any dual color decks to deal with this. That being said, green with a lot of seals and give this deck a problem, as well as certain black decks with a ton of destroy options, and if they draw all of their board clears early on, it can be really hard to come back from that. We do have X-Hunters in this deck kind of like as a fail-safe, kind of like a backup plan, but if black keeps all their AoE clears for them, it's pretty much a wrap. Yeah, you're doing a good job here just controlling the board. And
yeah, I'm so scared of this Tadakatsu. I'm so scared.
I mean, Titan's strong, but you have Mesa Moon, and he's doing a lot of damage. So while that Maverick won't be able to kill, they won't be able to buff at the same time. So this is going to be a pretty fair trade. And Kenshin doing his job. The halt there. Ooh.
But that doesn't kill it, doesn't kill it, okay.
Yeah, but the spillover for Mesa Moon doing a lot of damage there. Very nice.
Yeah, that should be nice. So this is an interesting spot that I think will probably come up a lot, is when you have, like, one unit on the field, but you also have Mori. What are you kind of, like, looking for there? Would you
again, you just want to keep cycling your actions when possible. Be sure to buff. I mean, you just have to pass here, more or less, and just hope these two trade out, and then you can play out another Mori. Or your first Mori, I guess. Get your board back.
What's he doing? Oh, man.
Ooh, just in time.
Just in time.
There's not much you can do there, but that's fine. That's fine.
Damn.
I still think you're in a good spot with Mori.
Yeah.
I would do Mori middle.
Yeah.
Because the other units on the board have counter damage.
Right. Oof. That's a kick.
It's fine. So you want to get your Setsuna out ASAP here?
Okay, so we're looking ASAP.
Yeah, because you're trying to catch up with the Chun now.
Right. That makes sense.
And try to make use of your Otani with Crush, but it doesn't look like it'll get there in time, unfortunately.
Yeah. This is looking
a bit of a situation.
A little spooky.
Yeah.
A little spooky.
Okay. We'll be able to kill that feline at least.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
That'd be nice.
We can try to find a way to get brainwashed. We can pretty much win this game, but it doesn't look like you have access to it yet. I would wait for the Chun to attack and then place down another Otani.
Okay.
And then, okay, you have a buff, which is great. Pretty much you need to buff your Otani above their attack. So Tower is definitely the play, and you have Maverick. So do Maverick first.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, they're going to try and keep buffing to do the heavy pierce. So yeah, just keep buffing your Otani back.
It's the buff wars.
Yeah, this is going to be a little dicey, but you got to keep going on top of the Otani. So they're at 11, so you can just pass here.
Right.
Pressure's on them. Can't do lethal here.
Oh, no.
Oh, they got the reset.
Oh, no.
Would pass and then get the tower on right away.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, just pass and then tower as soon as possible.
I'm gonna do something a little different.
Ooh, okay. Fair enough. This might work too.
Okay.
Hey, you found in the gate, which is great.
Yeah, that's like even better. Okay, sweet. We got rid of it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was the looming threat. And now that you have agility on the Cyclops, it should be a done deal because it doesn't look like they have any seals. And if they tried to seal it, you have the negate anyway. So that was very good.
That was actually really scary. That was really
judgment
scary.
call on your part. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
really
think
dead set on keeping the Otani safe. But yeah, that was a good call on your end.
Yeah, I just wanted to like show maybe there's different solutions to similar problems.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with a deck like this, there's a lot of ways out. Even though that Chun-Li was above the 6 cost kill limit for Maverick. There's brainwash in this deck. You find a way to take her. You could have found Nevin, which would have killed her on play. True. So yeah, there were a lot of options. You just had to find them.
Yeah, speaking of options, I mean, we've seen a lot of, at least I think both of us have seen, again, the different deck lists popping up on Twitter, and like some people are using the 3 costs that reduces incoming damage. Some are like, and the Pride, was it, the Resonate? Some people are playing some wacky Resonate additions to the deck.
Yeah, there's a lot of strong Resonate cards in purple, of course, but the 3 cost Pride, I think it is.
Yeah, I think
one of the sins. There's a couple sins, but one buffs attack, one buffs HP. I believe Pride is the one that buffs HP, so that's not a bad choice. A double Kenshin.
Are we getting Setsuna off like immediately? It's obviously a little late for that, but
yeah, you're in a pretty good spot here to just do Setsuna if you want to. I'd say do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah, just to cycle through. Okay. You can wait until the Cyclops or Otani comes out. I guess wait for Otani.
Yeah, I was gonna wait.
You could actually do double here.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like that. Cool. Looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, and then you're good to just pass here.
Okay.
You could actually buff a tower.
I was thinking about that, but I wasn't 100% sure, and then like, especially with a lot of like black removal being like HP based lately, maybe it's good.
So
to,
I think, yeah, you have a couple options here. You can go for the unlock with Incense Cannon on probably Otani,
right?
Or you could just wait it out. You can also use Diplomacy of Love. You can use your Maverick buff.
Yeah,
a lot of different plays here.
Let's get a Super Otani, because I feel like that's the kind of like trademark of this deck, is this like Turbo Otani.
Yeah, and with the existence of Maverick's memories, even though you're not at enough memory yet, you can at least sacrifice one of your units to negate that out. Oh, I didn't realize they were using Dancing Dead. How much is that doing? Oh, that did 8 exact.
Man.
So we weren't paying attention to that. If we were paying attention to that, we should have used Maverick to buff it more, or Tower.
Yeah. Of course, definitely was a little
slow it back down.
Not paying
too
much attention.
That's not a problem, though. It's fine. It's fine. You can get another Otani out.
Yeah,
right quick here. So Tower on Mori here is not that bad of a play, or Maverick buff. Yeah, because you're going to be doing a lot more spillover damage as well.
That's fair.
Which will control the rest of the board, and you want to kill that drummer ASAP.
Right, because they get out of hand. They can get out of hand.
You don't want the drummer to stay on the board too long. They can be annoying. You're sitting pretty here. This looks like a win for sure.
All thanks to the excellent advice coming through from you.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, you've been making some great plays on your own. So,
I will say, it definitely helps for me to have some like bouncing back. It's not been going as well when I've been playing solo.
Yeah, that'll happen. I mean, it helps sometimes for some extra advice, or people to help talk you through it, or give you advice. I know in streaming it's not always the best idea for the chat to be yelling at you to why didn't you do this, why didn't you do that. But it can be helpful. It all depends on how it's received and how it's communicated.
For sure.
For anyone that is a chatter out there.
We got ourselves a Despair Well and Perish.
Okay, so this is Despair.
Yeah.
Not Dancing Dead.
Not Dancing Dead this time.
Not gonna get baited this time. It's actually a pretty decent hand.
Okay, cool. So like, I think when I was playing this deck, I would actually throw away a lot of hands like this, because I didn't have like the idea. I was like, oh, we gotta get Mori to start off with. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
so,
I think that's the one big problem for a lot of people. They're like obsessed with getting the God hand with Mori and Setsuna and Towers and all this stuff. And if they don't get that, it's not good enough. That's not always going to happen. And you can play these units out whenever, by the way.
Okay, cool.
You don't need to wait for them.
I was gonna say, I think like the opening hands is like definitely one of the key things to know about this deck to help you improve. And so this card that just showed up in my hand is X Hunters. What is the purpose of that in this deck? Because I personally feel like it's a little awkward, and a lot of people are playing it.
Try to buff the Cyclops here before Gate grows.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah, that's really important, because they're gonna potentially kill it.
True.
You want this to be... You can negate this if you want, but you'd have to sacrifice the Kenshin, so the choice is yours.
I'm sorry, Blue Badger. He's Blue Badger, right? Blue something.
Kenshin.
Blue Cyclops.
Blue Cyclops, yeah.
Blue Badger's the cute red guy that's really
for red,
freaking annoying. Okay, yeah.
So you can probably do Otani bottom right after taking this hit.
Yeah.
And then you can hero art right away.
Okay, yeah, so I wanted to ask you about X Hunters, though, because I've seen some people playing it with, like, suspiciously low...
Oh, yeah, so X Hunters is mostly the backup plan, right?
Gotcha.
Sometimes people are afraid of Genjin when playing this deck. Because, red can do a lot of control options. Just gonna kill that Akuma.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And
draw a card.
Yeah, might as well. We got a little extra.
Free.
Exactly.
You have Calculated, which can steal one of their 3 costs, so you can keep Otani alive a little bit longer.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That way, and you're gonna get some health back as well with Agility Otani as soon as they play units. X Hunters, I mean, it's a lot easier to get memory up with a deck like fighting against inner demons because you're generating a lot of actions on top of the actions you're already using in your deck. So getting enough memory for X Hunters is not that big of a deal. Okay. On top of the fact that X Hunters are still just really strong. You're going to want to steal that for sure.
That's the plan.
Yeah, I was afraid they would have that. So you can do a couple things here. You could negate that with Maverick's Memories because you have a Mori.
That's what I was thinking.
Waiting.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I'm itching on time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So they just wasted all of their predations, which is pretty good for you.
Yeah, they've used all of them now.
Yeah. So I would just wait for Mori and then Hero Art.
Okay. Okay.
I guess you would want to do Mori. Let's see. Maybe on the maybe in the bottom, or no, do middle.
Oh, too late.
Okay.
I'm freaking out now. We're in panic mode.
Yeah, they're being super greedy with their foxes, so you can definitely get a free kill here. Hopefully it kills Akuma.
Yeah, that'd be real nice if we could get this off. Okay. What if I do this one? Okay.
Yeah, buff Mori.
Buff Mori. He's just getting rid of everybody.
Oh no. Throw out Maverick.
Yeah, I was thinking hopefully go bottom. Okay.
Yeah, so that's great for you.
Yes.
The downside is it will give them shared memories back for another board clear.
Yeah.
That was like worst case scenario, it kills the fox and they get it back.
Gotcha.
Worst case scenario, it kills Akuma. They still have fox, but don't get the shared memories again.
Yeah.
Check out your memory when you get a chance.
It's at 10, so we've got all three, but we need a little bit more.
So X Hunters is active, which is really important. This is where it gets a little dicey. Like, you can't really do Mason Moon and Cyclops because you're just going to share memories again if they do that. If you do that, so just do a Cyclops as a feeler. Okay, and then probably going to do Diplomacy here.
Okay. Just gonna fire it off now.
Yeah, sooner than later, and you have a bounce, which is great. A couple bounces actually, and use your Hero Art.
I'm going to.
Would do the buff. It looks pretty solid here.
I'm just trying not to lose the few units I have.
Yeah,
left.
Be careful. You might want to bounce that. Okay, yeah. That's what I was afraid of. You have to bounce one of the gates. You're going to eventually bounce both of them.
Okay.
This is looking pretty rough, though. I was hoping they wouldn't have enough for extraction, but
I have to bounce
it. Work
I
out.
lose, huh?
Yeah, you have to. You have to bounce both of them, but they have their Hero Art active as well. Unfortunately, this deck does not run away to negate 6 costs. I have seen some purple decks kind of opt for using Unforeseen Destruction, which can negate 6 cost actions, and that would have been great in this situation. I don't know if you have enough in time to.
Oh, I should have waited
X
for
Hunters.
X Hunters.
No, I mean I would go Setsuna now. Like, you got to get healing out. Okay, you found Incense Cannon, which is great. Incense now.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Incense now, because you'll get the healing, and then you won't die here.
Okay, interesting.
So
That's not how I expected that to play out.
Yeah, I mean, you baited out their shared memories in stock, which is great for you. I would wait for X Hunters if they're willing to wait.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, especially since he just used the memories.
Their only out to your X Hunters is Rebels memories if they have it. The big thing was getting shared memories out of their pocket. You weren't allowed to do X Hunters until then.
Right.
I would wait just a little bit longer. I'll go for it.
Here we go.
Okay, you drew into Nevin. That's good. All right, let's see what these guys can do. Okay. Orochi is a little scary. Yeah. You're gonna have to get Nevin in front.
Nevin. Oh, I
yeah, that works too. Okay, you got a little lucky with the split.
Oh,
the
God.
Mason Moon. They had a really lucky.
No.
That's fine. That's fine. Buff Mason Moon up top.
Oh no.
And then we got to hope that they get a
Please.
bad split here. It's going to do 6.
Oh.
All 4 went to you. Yeah.
It happens.
Didn't see Orochi coming, and it was kind of hard to anticipate that.
Yeah, for sure.
We just had to go for X Hunters because we were so behind.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Fortunately, yeah, it didn't work out. I wonder if there was. No, I don't think there was a way out of that situation. We had to try to get back up to Brainwash.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't catch them all. You can't get them all.
Yeah, that is one of the more awkward matchups if Black has those board clears with shared memories, and the fact that they were able to use it twice, kind of funny. Like the second time they used it, wasn't that great.
The second time I was like, "What is he? What's going on here? What's going on here?" You're getting a little greedy.
They were just greedy. They wanted to lethal.
Yeah,
but you had to heal.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the matches and the deck. For all you who made it this far, appreciate it. Here's the QR code. Don't skip around. I'm watching you. And again, thanks of course to ChrisD for coming on, sharing his expertise with this deck and with Teppen in general. Again, appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks for having me on. My pleasure. And yeah, hope guys enjoyed.
Yeah, and they can find you where?
So I'm on Twitch, Christopher_D, and on Twitter, PA_ChrisD.
Awesome. And if you are brave enough to stay up for the Top 32 event, that should be this Friday, I believe, then catch him.
Yes, Friday at midnight Eastern or so.
Friday, midnight Eastern, yeah. So cheer him on if you're going to be up for that. And I hope you do well. Best of luck.
Thank you. Hope I do well too.
That'll be it for us today. So keep on learning, having some fun, as we do here on the Durian channel. And I'll see you in another video. Peace.